The Budget Bike Battle of Britain, sponsored by Oxford.
Previously on Budget Bike Battle of Britain, Boothie and his golden chariot suffer the first proper mechanical issue, which left me and Chris to battle it out on track.
Feel part of the BBB action with this limited edition Battle of Britain decal, available in the merch store now.
Right, welcome to performance test. So with this is a 0 to 44 race and then back down to 0 again. Whoever does it in the shortest distance wins. So I'm going to go first. Might need a couple of stabs at this to get my brakes warmed up. Right. Okay, and we go. Oh no, she's dragging. Fucking it says I'm doing 4 miles an hour for fuck's sake. I'm going to try and wiggle myself out the way a bit here.
Come on, baby.
Right. Let's see how the two-stroke power. Let's go, come on. 44 miles an hour. Come on, baby. Come on,
Mate, my speedo didn't work. Stay there. Al, stay there.
Yeah, the brakes are better than I thought they were, but yeah, I think I've lost that challenge as well.
The maximum speed it said was like 4 miles an hour. I just had to use that at 50. I'm just going to do another run.
Oh, that's it, isn't it? I hit 44 exactly.
How?
It says on the GPS.
I mean, it probably won't win anyway, but in the interest of fairness, let's do it again. Okay. 3, 2. $25, $30, $34, $37. Oh, yes.
Well, shall I get another go then?
This has been faster all the whole trip anyway, so. Well then, another win for Team C Wonder. This thing just gets better and better, and now time to argue about how good this is. I don't need to argue, it's proved its point. It's the masterpiece, and quite frankly, it's the future of two-wheeled travel. And that's a key, 2 wheels. This is a bike challenge, not a trike challenge.
The Budget Bike Battle of Britain, sponsored by Oxford.
Well done. Actually, while we are clapping,
Yeah, well done.
I think
Yeah.
we all bloody made it. Like, we actually all bloody made it.
I didn't think, honestly, before we even left, I was thinking there's no way all of us are going to make it there.
Even get to London.
Or even get to London, yeah.
I mean, again, piss poor planning on most of our behalves, and it was just sort of all a bit of a, let's just go, yeah, well. But yeah, it's been quite a brutal, I feel pretty de-energised.
Yeah, I mean, because we haven't been on long distance journeys, but those bikes take it out of you, don't they? They punish you.
Yeah.
They're not designed for going, on straight roads or doing anything really long distance.
100 miles on any of them bikes is
Yeah.
a bloody long way,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, or carrying all the camping stuff, which you have to get somewhere early to get out, to set up, to put up, to put back down again, to put back on the bike. But hotels is, that would have saved us quite a bit of energy, I think. Even needing a pee in the night, you've got to walk 300 yards.
Well, I had a great time.
And I had a pitch bottle, so.
And I had food poisoning last night, so I was throwing up at 2 a.m, which is brilliant. But no, so I think, yeah, round of applause for everyone.
And also a massive round of applause for Oxford Products, because without those guys, we simply wouldn't be here. So
yeah, it was literally like, because of this whole knock-on COVID thing, it's been really difficult to organise the whole thing. It's like, when's the window, all around all the other stuff that all three of us have to do and have our own lives and work. It's like, that's the window. We haven't got any money. So thank you to Oxford for coming in and sponsoring. So yeah, camping isn't really my favourite sort of genre of travel. I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, it's definitely helped with decent equipment. Like the tent I had was proper good. Like
factory, yeah.
The factory tent, way beyond my means. But
once you'd learned how to put it up.
Once I'd learned to put it. Once I read the instructions.
Yeah.
Actually, now I could probably whip it up in 5 minutes, probably. Yeah, and if you want any of our interesting paraphernalia we've used on this trip, check out Camping World, who are also the guys who sponsored us on the Nürburgring trip, which is a great video. You should go and watch it after this. Without further ado, let us get into it.
Let's get into the business end.
Don't get all eggy though.
You're the one that's going to get eggy.
I'm not eggy because there's no way I've lost it.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, I don't think there's enough egg left in the south of England for you to get any more eggy than you've been.
To me?
No, I'm talking to you, Chris.
No.
I mean, look, I've clearly won. I've had no problems. It's the best camping vehicle.
So that's one category. So the categories are, let's do this.
Okay,
categories are, obviously we've been at the go-kart track today. So that was fastest lap round the go-kart track. Another category was performance, which would be straight line and braking over a 44 mile an hour period. We had community spirit and camping ability. We had favourites, like viewers' favourites, which we've kind of screwed up, so I have to think about how to do that. And price, obviously. So those were the 5 cats. And well, we'll start with the camping ability one, which, to be fair, absolutely, I think for the amount of stuff you've carried, it's been brilliant, and you've helped out the community spirit. You've towed boothie.
Yeah.
You took the big table.
Yeah.
So you did pretty well on that.
Yeah. I think that's a clear victory.
I wouldn't have said a clear victory at all.
No.
Because don't forget, how many times did your straps fall off?
Oh, that's nothing.
My point is, my fantastic bathtub spaced area.
Yeah.
Everything can go inside. I don't have to strap anything down.
And you can just chuck it in.
Just throw it in. It's easy.
And when we're under stress, that's not a bad shout, because when you're in pressure, just throw it in.
It made
off
camping
you go.
absolutely fantastic. So I think that's actually probably one that I've got to take the 3 points for. To be honest.
Well, I don't know about that, mate, because I had to tow you off in and out of the building, in and out of the campsite, and on the ferry twice. So I mean,
that's not got anything to do with camping, though, is it?
Yeah, that's
well, I had to tow him.
But community spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, I also think that's where I would win the community spirit side of it as well.
What, for making us all laugh?
No, well, partly that, yes. Everyone was having a good. Everyone that saw me in that thing smiled.
Until the exhaust fell off.
Yeah. Well, then they just laughed. I was able to carry the spare fuel in mine.
Thank God.
Just in case any of us ran out of fuel, so that was.
Did you use the spare fuel out?
No.
Did I?
No one did.
I don't think I did.
No.
I don't think
The
I
point
used the
is,
spare
you
fuel
could
out.
have it. It was there if you needed to. We also had the first aid kit in mind. So if you'd have, you injured yourself.
I did.
You?
Yeah. Well, I was sick. I sprained a wrist.
Yeah, you were kicked out of a club.
I got kicked. I got bruised my knees.
Yeah.
You should have come to see me because I had the first aid kit.
I should have done. Yeah.
Medic. That's another
Medic.
that's another category that I think I've done reasonably well.
It's the same category.
Reasonably well. Yeah, reasonably well, but not as good as
camping.
Not as good as the
technique.
Piaggio X9 sidecar.
I think we can. You and I can both agree that for camping you need something that's capable of going a little bit off road.
Yes,
and you're not
definitely.
going to fall over. it.
Definitely,
So
yeah.
Having an extra wheel for stability.
Oh, absolutely. And I've got to say, I'm not going to give you a bonus point, but you do get an honourable mention for your 360s.
Yeah,
The drift.
The drift, yeah. That is just, that made the morning. Really did.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that's also what's helped snap my exhaust off.
The torque.
Yeah.
Crushing it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to jump in. I mean, look, it's obviously, looking at it, probably, instantly, it's probably not the one that's going to win the best camping vehicle, potentially, the one that's going to carry the most stuff. Although saying that, it did carry quite a lot when we were loading up. When we left, the pots and pans went in it. Well, I've got lots of space on there. And let's not forget the safety aspect of that warning beacon. That warning beacon has been the community spirit guide for us. If without that, we could have been taken out by so many big, fast vehicles. Also, the traffic. Now, splitting the traffic on the lanes on that day, we would have not, as you said to Sam, we would have not have made that ferry if I didn't have the highly illegal police siren and blue lights parting the Red Sea to let us through. And that is for all of us. We would have missed that boat. So I think it's definitely
that was
worth a mention.
That was a help. The C1 icebreaker.
And the charging, you've been using the charging points. There's a load of charging points in there. So, it's pretty good. And lighting. We didn't need to use the lighting at the end, but it's cheered everyone up.
So who's won then? Community Spirit Award and the Camping Award. Me, I think, we've decided.
To be fair, I think Al has to take the camping side of it because I can't. We can't argue against it. He's taken the most stuff. He's helped, carry things.
I mean, I say got you on the ferry. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be on the ferry. Because there's no way. If it wasn't
for me, we wouldn't have got to the ferry.
Yeah, but ferries aren't part of camping. I've never seen a ferry on a campsite. That's a separate category.
No, but it's community spirit and camping.
Oh, is that the same? Is that one?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have sort of defined two different categories, but yeah, okay.
Well, I'm having P2 then.
Yeah, but community spirit, like you've caused all of the problems. So I don't see how you can argue anything. I mean, the camping side.
Which problems have I caused?
All of the lateness, the exhaust is falling off.
No.
No. Yeah.
No, we was late because we didn't set off early enough.
That's what policemen say when you get pulled over.
Exactly,
It's a
yeah.
shit excuse.
Yeah. The exhaust fell off.
I think it should go 3, 2, 1.
No, for community spirit, no way.
Yeah.
No way.
What have you done for the community?
I let
I didn't want to say this, but it's actually my first aid
so there
kit.
you go then. I'm carting your stuff around.
That I gave to you because you had such poor levels of interesting things.
No, you gave to me because I'm the only one that could fit it in.
I could have easily fit it in.
And it's your petrol can that I've been carrying around all week.
Which I gave to you because
you needed someone to carry all your stuff that you couldn't carry because you bought an inappropriate vehicle to go camping in.
I could have easily put those items on. I gave them to you so you didn't look pathetic in front of the viewers.
Well, just pile them up on top like you did with everything else.
Drill them onto the sides of the top box. That's where they were going.
What? Drill through the petrol can?
No, it was a clamp-on. The reason it's like that, it's a clamp-on job. Anyway, 3, 2, 1.
I disagree.
All right, I'll take it on the chin. Fuck it. I don't agree because I think it's not quite fair. But anyway, let's move on. I don't see how your vehicle has helped the group in any way at all.
Also,
in fact, if anything, you've put us all in danger.
I tell you what, though, I haven't started any fights, have I?
Nor did I. It was that lorry driver, but that's nothing to do with community spirit.
What, kicking off? In front of his kids? Shouting and swearing? Community spirit. Community service, more like.
Price.
Okay, price, yeah.
Well, there's no arguing with this. It's facts and figures. 900 quid. Job's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, mine costs the most. I'll take that on the chin. But again, we need to set it out at the beginning of the story. If I'm going to spend, the budget was originally £2,000, so I spent £1,500 thinking, right, I've got a good one here, and and at the time, if I'd known that we're going to get penalised for spending more money than you, then I would have bought a cheaper bike.
That's a pathetic argument.
Well, it's not, because that wasn't the stipulation when we started. So,
but the budget bike battle does suggest that.
Absolutely.
Get something for
a bonus for having it the cheapest you can make it.
Yeah, a bonus. Yeah.
As in the whole point of it.
Yeah.
It's as cheap as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, by that rationale, you could have just gone out and spent £1,999.99
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
Well, I should have done.
Well,
Yeah.
you might as well have.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you've
exactly.
Lost,
Yeah.
You've lost this round anyway.
Yeah. So, but if we add everything up, I mean, what did you spend? You know, roughly?
Well, mine was 1,100 quid. Spent probably another 150 quid on bits and pieces to get it back to, you know, a reasonable level of roadworthiness. I use
Safety.
the word roadworthiness loosely because I'm not sure.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, about 1,300 quid.
Yeah.
Nah, 12 or 1,300 quid.
Mine was 900 quid. I'm probably waiting for everyone else's bikes to get fixed. To be fair, I bought a lot of Amazon tats on there, but it wouldn't have been more than, all included, 150 quid for it all. So
we're not going to include the £500 wrap?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, fine.
Whose bike's held the most value? I know we're not. That's maybe not part of it, but
No, it's not part of it, and it's impossible to tell, but, you know...
The C1.
What's the C1 worth?
I reckon that C1,
Well, 900 quid.
If I put that C1 on eBay now, I reckon it's £2,000.
Well, mine's
And
worth.
that's a profit of 1,100 quid.
I reckon mine's worth £3,000. Once I've fixed the exhaust and the fuel leak.
Well, mine's worth £4,000, so...
Well, mine's worth 20 grand. No, anyway, 3,
2,
1.
1.
The Budget Bike Battle of Britain. Sponsored by Oxford.
Okay, next category is performance test.
Yeah.
So this was actually, we thought it'd be the easiest thing in the world, but actually it's really difficult to get 3 accurate GPS signals that don't go up in increments of like 11.
Now, I guess this is the one that's kind of a little bit...
It's going to leave a bit of bitter taste in your mouth.
Well, no, well, I mean, why should I have another go?
Well, you should have done,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't have made any difference.
It would.
But throughout the whole, but hang on, but even, so hang on, the performance test was start all on the same line, get hit 44 miles an hour.
Because his bike wouldn't do 60.
Yeah, it was going to be 60.
Yeah.
Hit the brakes on a sat nav. This is because all the needles are different on each bike.
Well, my speedo doesn't actually work.
That would have been even harder. And I hit the brakes, and then whoever completes it in the shortest distance, that's the order of the wins. So that's what happened. It's very difficult with the sat nav thing. But I think actually the result was pretty fair. I think throughout the whole trip, the C1 has been the faster bike. Like it has been. I don't think you can really argue. Top end is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But off the line, getting there, it's been considerably quicker.
Yeah. Congratulations.
So I think that's a 3, 2.
Yeah, okay. I'll take that one on the chin.
What?
I'll take that one on the chin. I'm not going to argue with it. You know, it's.
I mean, it was
It's
worth
not about
it.
how fast you can go, is it?
No.
Who
No.
cares?
Well, in the performance test, it's kind of important.
Yeah, but it's not important to me.
But it was worth it all for when you just went past everyone, pinned. Oh dear. And then that brings us to here,
Yes.
the final go-kart track. Now, I've got to say, I've been quite worried about this for the whole trip. The stability of that vehicle is not great. None of them are great,
No.
to be fair.
No. I
But
think Boothie's is the most stable.
yeah, and it's a
Yeah.
real shame that basically, unfortunately, he wasn't allowed on because of the noise limit and the oil and fuel coming out of it. But I think you would have been in for a shout of smashing that.
I think this one
Yeah.
would have been my
Yes, yeah.
my calling.
Yeah.
Because it goes. I mean, okay, it doesn't go around right-handers very good, but it goes around left-handers so well that I think I could have made it. And we know it's not the fastest.
No, but it's
But
but,
I
the
think it
speed,
would've-
like it was just drive
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
corner
yeah.
speed.
Yeah, you went
so-
stop, start. It was continuous, kind of flowing,
Roll
and that was
through.
your
I
forte.
think, yeah, I think this would have been where I did well, but unfortunately,
You still got 1 point
We
though,
have-
which is great because
No,
you didn't
I've
take
got-
the grid.
I don't think he
Oh,
does
he-
get a point. He can't get a point for this.
yeah,
No.
yeah, I've come
Well,
third.
it's 3,
I've
2,
come
1, isn't it?
third.
You came
Okay,
third.
right.
I've come third.
Give him a medal just for taking part.
I think, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well,
The minimum I want from this is a participation award.
okay, but if when we add up the points at the end and he improves his position, I don't think that point should count.
You're going to give me a 38-second.
Well, he is. There's going to have to be penalties.
Yeah.
There's gonna have
Okay.
to be-
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be penalties.
Yeah.
Okay. You can have a point then. We'll just take it away, like the FIA. Hang on. Who do we want to win? Yeah, that one. Okay. So, but to come down to it was 3/10 in the end over a minute lap time, which is which is amazing.
Yeah.
And the way the different vehicles excelled and were punished, and well, mine didn't excel at anything; it just did everything pretty badly, but not as terribly as your left-handers.
Yeah, it's just a waste of time. Left-handers, I nearly died 3 times out there, and I don't want to do that again. But it was good fun. Particularly, I was just waiting for the sidecar something to happen, because you're going around a right-hander and you put all the force through the sidecar, and you can feel the thing drifting and bucking and weaving and twisting. And if something happened, I was just thinking, going around there, going, if the sidecar collapses, I'm just going to fall off along the left-hand side around the right-hand corner, which is bizarre. Like, how does that even work?
Yeah.
But I didn't. I'm still here, and I'm just thankful. So yeah.
Well done.
I mean, I was terrified throughout the whole. There wasn't any on the brakes. It's terrifying. On the throttle, that's probably actually felt the best on the gas out of the corner. But the stability of it. Granted, it's got no oil in the forks and it's got no shock absorption at the rear, so it's just awful thing to try and manoeuvre. And the terror of it going. The whole. It's a permanent. Feels like the front end. You just lost it permanently. But. Anyway, held out and managed to pip the pig to the post by 0.3 seconds. So that's a 3-2-1.
Well, I enjoyed watching you.
Yeah.
So
marks for making people smile as well.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And then the final category is favourites, and I guess we were gonna we just didn't have time with some of the breakdowns and stuff. But we were going to park up in like Bournemouth Pier or whatever, have an ice cream and get grannies or people to come past and vote which one was their favourite, just to look at. However, what's your favourite? That was going to be the question. So I'm not quite sure how we could just argue about it.
Well, let's ask each other. So if you had to pick another one, let's just do that.
But then we could still, if we both, that's still not a definitive number, is it? Because we could both
I don't
pick
know how else we'd do it. I think it needs to be a.
I think we could. I think we argue it out and just agree.
Well, I think it's unlikely that we're going to agree.
We're never going to agree on this one. We're never going to agree.
But this is, if you let's reverse engineer it.
Yeah.
The people on the street won't know that his exhaust's fallen off, or that it's bad. Yours is bad round left-handers. They won't know that. It's just based on what those things look like to that person, and go, oh, that one looks nice, or that one looks great, or I like that one. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think we can argue.
Well, it would be mine then, wouldn't it?
Well, I think. No, it would be. I think it would be close, but I think it would be mine, because mine's had the most effort into it. I mean, look at it. For God's sake, it's incredible. It's incredible.
Never mind C Wonder. It's Stevie Wonder. I mean,
it is the best vehicle.
Look at the state of it. Yeah. You've ruined a future classic.
It's not ruined at all.
You have.
I mean,
utterly ruined it, mate.
You even said when we were driving through London at night, Chris, that looks amazing.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. But not as amazing as my sidecar.
Yeah, but yours just looks like a shit scooter with a shit sidecar attached to it. Like, who's actually going to want that? Like, who's going to want to go...
Well, me.
When my dreams are realised, I want a Piaggio X9 with a Squire sidecar, which is shit. Like, no one really.
This is pointless. We're just going to end up arguing until the cows come home.
Well, is it going to make a difference to the points anyway? Should we actually try and add that up?
I've lost count, to be honest.
3, 1 moment, caller.
2,
5, 8, 9.
Well, I mean, yeah, I will live happily knowing that I've won this. I've had no issues whatsoever, nothing. It's the best camping vehicle, which is exactly what we set out to do.
Well, I disagree with that, but
I disagree with it as well.
And
it's not the best camping vehicle. That's probably the best camping vehicle, or that camper van over there.
Well, sure it is. But out of the 3, that is the best camping vehicle, and that's exactly what we've done. We went out on a Great British holiday in Great Britain for the budget bike battle of Great Britain, and that thing there is the best.
We happen to be staying in cheap places because it was a budget bike battle. Yeah. Therefore, campsites were the cheapest place.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily all about camping. We just were camping.
And to be fair, it ought to have been the best, seeing as it was the most expensive. On a budget bike battle, don't get the most expensive one. I mean, that should be
minus points.
Yeah, that should be minus points. That's,
Should we minus
but
a point
in
from
the,
him?
That's in the. I think we should minus 4 points for him.
Okay. But you get -5 for the amount of breakdowns.
Yeah, for each breakdown.
I think that's part. But I got to the end, didn't I? I got to the finish line.
It did.
Yeah,
Sort
it
of.
did.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't get. They're not the finish line of the circuit, but
Which is a shame. But anyway. So.
I think it doesn't matter who wins. It's the taking part that counts.
Well, you'd say that if you're last.
It's all about. It's 2021. It's about participation.
Well, it's your first BBB.
Yeah, winners
Congratulations,
can't be.
mate. Congratulations.
It's an arduous thing.
Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah,
It's not that easy.
I didn't
It's-
realise-
Especially when Chris picks the categories.
Yeah.
Well, we
yeah,
all
yeah.
picked them together, didn't we?
Well, we all suggested categories, and the
What,
ones
best
that
sidecar?
the ones that got through
Best
were yours.
disabled access vehicle.
Yes, yeah, that should have been a category.
Best BMW
Accessibility.
C1. God.
So
Well,
it's the taking part that counts.
it is, but winning's also really good.
And that's why I'm going to sleep well tonight, because I know
How
I
can you?
won.
But you haven't won.
Well, I have.
You can't just.
I've
you can't-
morally, I've
You
won.
can't, you can't just go and like take part in British Superbikes and then Josh Brooks finished second, then go, well, I won, and just walk around telling everyone you won, because you didn't. You lost.
Yeah, it's not Formula One.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, I can sleep easy tonight.
I'll
Because,
sleep
like I said,
easy
I've
tonight,
had
'cause I won't be in a-
nothing
Yeah,
wrong, nothing wrong with my bike whatsoever.
Apart from it's disgusting to look at.
Well, I think beauty is in the eye of the beholder, mate. Because
At least I made an effort.
Well, yeah,
an effort in
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
rogering it. Yeah.
Well, it's removable anyway. It's just
Yeah.
wrap.
Yeah.
so what now then?
McDonald's.
What else is
Yeah,
that?
McDonald's and bed. I want to go
Yeah.
to bed. A nice dry, the dankness of camping, the moisture. We've now, and the worst thing is, normally on BBBs we go, right, bikes in the van, let's go home. We've now got to ride them all the way back to our individual locations. Anyway, well done, guys.
Well done.
Well done, Boothie. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Well done.
Congratulations. Well
mate.
done. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. Fuck off then. Oh, you bastard.
Oh, you fucker.
Oh, you.
Sorry guys, I didn't record.
The Budget Bike Battle of Britain. Sponsored by Oxford.
Welcome to Budget Bike Battle of Britain. Whoa! Fucking hell.
Why are you ramming the bikes? What's wrong with it? Oh, there's something wrong with it.
You know, some people are alright with shit, like plumbers and people that own dogs.
Plumbers and people that own dogs. Cheers.
This is amazing.
I think my fuel level has reached a critical level.
Fucking hell.
This is major points lost, Boothie. This is bad.
Oh my god. Oh, thanks, Al.